Investors, guests, and fellow classmates. We are a group of Bitproperty introducing the tokenized real estate platform to all of you. We're going to start with a basic introduction to cryptocurrency. So how does cryptocurrency works? It is a tokenized platform revoluting the traditional property market and real estate investment trust markets. It summarizes all of the property and real estate investment trust stocks resources all over the world. It basically tokenize the revenues from the properties and the management fees and the processing fees generated by the platform itself. The owners of the property and the owner of the REIT stocks can list their assets on the platform, and the platform can generate smart contracts to all of the assets to protect the investors to invest in these assets. And we're going to introduce in more detail in later parts. So the Bitproperty platform is a decentralized real estate platform powered by Ethereum smart contracts technology with a seamless, quick, and a low-cost way to own and trade real estate cash flows. Token holders get income dependent on the performance of the asset and the stake that they hold. And the real estate owners will set investment targets on their properties annually. If the target is not met, payments will be refunded back to the investors. If the target is met, the Ethereum smart contracts are going to automatically distribute all of the dividends from the property to the product investors. So basically, the downside risks of the investors has been fully protected by these smart contracts. And compared to the traditional rates in the property assets, cryptocurrency has a lot of substantial advantages over them. It is a highly stable license fees platform with a complete control of the distribution of the properties. It is extremely liquid by providing access to investors in all over the world. It also has no minimal capital requirements, which is often required by almost all of the stock exchanges all over the world. So investors can access the platform to invest in all of the property resources in all over the world, and the REIT stocks in different countries listed in different stock exchanges without any barriers. And the Bitproperty majorly aiming at the target markets of REITs and property resources in the private markets. And it's getting more and more popular. As we can see from this image, the cryptocurrency's market capitalization is growing substantially, especially for this top 5 cryptocurrency. You can see they have already achieved a market capitalization of around 400 billion US dollars, with Bitcoin as the number 1 cryptocurrency having a market capitalization of 144 billion US dollars. The target markets of REITs, which is getting increasingly popular for real estate ownership, has a global market capitalization stands at 1.7 trillion US dollars. So we are seeing a huge market potential in the future to be tokenized by this platform. And also we are aiming at the target market like Japan, who has a lot of investment barriers because of the political and country restrictions. The cryptocurrency platform can tokenize all of the real estates which is not accessible originally to all of the investors outside the country. Now it can provide access to all of the investors from different districts in the countries. Next part, we're going to introduce the asset issuing and financing platform.
Okay, so Bitproperty operates as a platform for issuing real estate assets and distributing license fees. There are 3 technical components, and these will be run on the Ethereum blockchain and combined with the Bitproperty web app to create a clean, easy means of issuing and funding tokens. The 3 classes of users. For investors, they will participate to invest in the revenue-generating assets and global real estate. Asset owners will create asset-backed tokens in order to raise capital. Evaluators will be selected randomly to evaluate any property listed on the platform. The 2 different asset types are Bitproperty tokens and asset tokens. Tokens represent tradable contracts that entitle contract holders to a certain percentage of the net profit in a certain time period. So as for the platform responsibilities, it is to legally secure the token contracts. This slide pictures out the user flow for investors, asset owners, and evaluators. And now we ask the question, how does the platform profit and what role does Ethereum play in the transactions? So the Bitproperty platform charges transaction fees to investors and asset owners, and investors can purchase tokens as the ownership of the profit for Ethereum, and these profits will be distributed in Ethereum as well. The fluctuation of cryptocurrency do not affect the price of the tokens, and they are pricing flat. And Ethereum is strictly a transactional currency, protecting investors from crypto volatility. Now let's look at a case in Japan. It's a solar farm, and about 15 million US dollars in pre-sale Bitcoin tokens has already been sold to launch this first farm on the network. And the app was also released for the initial investors to allow the simple review of the monthly revenues and license fees. This project started in September 2015, and in April 2016, the license fees began to be paid out to the investors. The project has achieved the goals it set to themselves. And first, it maximizes the security of the international investments and also bring the liquidity and ensure the system can work smoothly through the process. As for our project roadmap, we are going to build a worldwide tokenized real estate platform and a smart contract design. So we first go through the profit and debt license and get the official regulatory regulations. Then we raise fund, and after review and testing of our internal system, we will use strategic marketing plans and finally release the platform. In the end, we will expand our platform to support real estate in additional jurisdictions. That's all. Thank you.